everybody. Welcome back to my platform. Those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea Love, and I'm going to perform a reading for you guys today. So, let's see. We are going to start out with the prayer. So we're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. We're summoning them, and we're calling upon Jesus Christ and any other ascended masters that are wanting to be present at this time. We're also asking that not only the Most High God and the Holy Spirit and the ascended masters, but our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, we're asking that they be with us now. And we're also asking that they please put a shield around us. And we're calling upon the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, Archangel Sachiel, to continue to prosper this platform and to block out all evil eye, any negativity, anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective. And I pray for all of my subscribers. So now as I call upon your personal favor, Most High, please continue to bless and prosper me throughout my spiritual journey. And please continue to bless and prosper my platform and my collective. Okay, because we're calling upon your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your spiritual team of highest light and resonance, your ancestors, as well as mine. And we're calling upon the Galactic Federation of Light and all spiritual court systems for this reading, Olodumare, Bonque, for any voodoo that's going on or any other type of witchcraft. Okay. Yeah. So we're asking also that, well, thank you, God, for everything that you do. And I'm open to channel any messages that you have for me and for the collective. And if there is anything that you want them to know, I am more than willing to channel that for you. So thank you for giving my abilities and my gifts. And thank you for supporting me on my journey. If there's anything else you need me or want me to do, please let me know. And I will complete that for you. Okay. As always, I am your faithful servant and loving child. And thank you for everything that you do for me. So by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Holy Spirit is watching and the Most High God is listening. Full moon is this way. So by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you are agreeing to not bully, persecute, or attack me for my calling. Also, this contract includes copywriting, gatekeeping, shadow banning, harassment, bullying, no evil eyes, no energy harvesting, no witchcraft, and no attacking. Okay. And if you violate that, then you have to deal with the spiritual team of highest light and resonance. Okay. All right. So welcome everybody. Welcome those of you that are returning. Welcome those of you that are new. I'm going to set a goal in for the chat. Let's set a goal for like one super chat. We'll set it at $20. We'll set it at 15 minutes. So if you send me a $20 super chat, a $20 PayPal payment, or a $20 Cash App, with your question, I will pause the collective reading and answer whatever question that you have, okay, about your life. But I'll use a different deck. Like if we're doing a reading with the Rider-Waite or whatever else, then I'll grab a different deck, whichever one Spirit leads me to answer your question, okay? So if you don't want to spend an arm and a leg on a reading, oops. What did I just click? Then this is a good way to get your question answered. I'm going to go. Oh yeah, I've pinned my PayPal. So if you guys can't donate, that's okay. But when you can donate, please do. Or send a super chat, send any type of support is going to help. Okay. There's a new button here. I don't know what the hell that is. All right. So that is the way I'm making myself available to people that need me. Okay. All right. So basically, we are going to first go over this full moon in Aries. And please like the video. I don't want to have to argue with everybody to get likes on the video, and I don't want to have to scream and yell. That's taking me out of my peace. So please, just as you come in, be respectful, like the video. If you don't like the video, don't watch it, and all that good shit, right? So we got 7 people watching, 4 likes on the video. I believe that you can like the video. I truly do have faith in you, and I have faith in God to inspire you to like the video. So please do that, because I don't want to argue with my collective. I don't want to argue with anybody that's joining my collective. So we have a full moon in Aries today, y'all. And this is a full harvest moon. So we're going to be talking about cool your emotions. I had an episode just a few minutes ago because the damn computer, but we're not going to go into that. So I understand why this is saying cool your emotions, because shit gets heated. The energy of Aries is very combative. It's like a strong energy. It's a very fiery energy. They're definitely a fire sign. But, you know, as I'm looking at this picture of the moon is kind of looking like Mars to me. So it says cool your emotions. So I'm going to read what this book has to say about this full moon. It says, are you in the middle of an argument, or perhaps in the mood to pick an argument? Surely not. Or are you being overly forward? This is a time of heated emotions and frayed tempers. Anger is better than despair, as Abraham Hicks taught us. I cannot believe that this book just mentioned Abraham Hicks. If you don't know about Abraham Hicks, you guys have got to go check Abraham Hicks out. Type it in the YouTube search bar and listen to some of the videos. They're extremely inspirational, and they really do help you gain control over your reality, which is something really, really cool that I'm sure most people want. So I am like tickled that they just mentioned Abraham Hicks in this book. It says anger is better than despair. You're basically wanting to move those emotions, those lower vibrational emotions, up the totem pole until you can get to being content, right? It says because anger spurs us on to do something. It basically, when we're angry, it motivates us to get up off our ass and do something about it. That's basically what this is saying. And I apologize if I keep repeating myself. Welcome in, Shaman Maria. Love to you as well. I apologize if I keep repeating myself on like the video. I don't know when new people are coming into the chat, or onto the video. It doesn't show me that. So yeah, I know that looks like Mars, but it's actually supposed to be the moon. And this animal, the ram, is part of Aries, because rams are very they're very balanced. Like if you've ever seen a ram go up and down a mountain, if you haven't, you should search it, because it's actually phenomenal. Like the way they can navigate treacherous territory, I guess. They can be very stubborn headed, but they're also strong in their heart space. So yeah, I like the energy of Aries. Aries in Greek mythology is the Greek god of war, which absolutely makes sense to me. So basically it's talking about if anger is spurring you to do something, you may get better results if you master your emotions. Obviously, screaming at a computer is not. I was like threatening it. I'm like, if you don't get it together, I will break you and then never use you again. And I'm sure the computer really cared. So anyways, that's just funny. It's so funny how emotions can take us out of our right mind of thinking, like threatening an object. But that's literally when you have a full moon, the energy is at its highest point. That's why it's best to do, when you have a full moon, if you're going to do a ritual, you want to do something that's to open your psychic abilities, expand them, use your gifts, tap into your creative power, because you're using the moon at its fullest point. So when you're wanting to start something new, you work with the new moon. When you're wanting to bring like this is a harvest moon, when you're wanting to bring everything into an abundant harvest, you work with the full moon. Okay. And when you're wanting to deplete things from your life, you work with the waning moon. And when you want to increase things in your life, you work with the waxing moon. So it says, certainly avoid stirring the pot, or it could boil over. Cooling your emotions and being the peacemaker means you'll always attract a more peaceful outcome. It says manifesting balance. Seek a balance between you, and me. So that's basically just seeking a balance between others and yourself. The manifesting mindset says there's no point in pretending that you don't have intense feelings, as this blocks your manifesting powers. You need to work through your feelings by thinking of the people involved or by forgiving yourself. So, a manifesting ritual for releasing firing feelings. Interesting. It says add angelica essential oil to your diffuser, or if you've got angelica root, you can make a holy water with angelica root and with salt and with water, and bless that. And the root angelica, that comes from the word angel. So you can evoke and invoke angels when you're working with this oil. It says, find a comfortable seated position and gently close your eyes. Call in Athena, the warrior goddess, to give you the courage you need to work through your emotions. We call in Athena, the warrior goddess, and the Most High God to give us the courage that we need to work through our emotions. Ask Athena to surround you with her energy so that you can transmute anger into healthy anger and even love, including the dramas with others. So your manifestation affirmation for this full moon is, out of this only good will come. That is absolutely true. It says the best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Aries, obviously. So each hour of the day belongs to a different planetary body. So like if you want to align your manifestation, you can actually download a planetary hour app, and it'll show you each day the planetary hours so that you can pick, it says the best day to do this is on Tuesday, on Mars Day, right? But you can do it today since the day it's full to see. You can use the energy of the full moon one day before, the day of, and the day after. So we're talking about Mars Day. You could use it tomorrow if you wanted to as well, and during Mars hour. So the full moon is in Aries, takes place when the sun is in Libra and the moon is in Aries. So yeah, calling in Athena to help us transmute those energies. I freaking love this deck. Like seriously, every time a full moon comes up, I find it so helpful. And then working with angelica root. If you don't have angelica root, you could work with chamomile or lavender. I'm sure most people have lavender, but chamomile and lavender are like they're the perfect herbs for uncrossing, which is removing anger. Let's get the likes up, you guys. We got 14 people watching and 8 likes on the video. Okay, so basically what people have been trying to use this harvest moon for is to harvest people's energy, to harvest people's finances. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to steal, of course. They're trying to steal and betray somebody so that they can't have an income. This could be being done to me, but it could also be being done to you. I mean, I don't really think that most of these readings are about me at all because I don't have weird situations going on in my life. But the thing with people trying to harvest my energy, and like when I walk away from them and the abundance goes with me and they didn't realize that I was the one that was holding the abundance, then they start to steal. And maybe they know they're doing it. Maybe they don't. Epic fail for them. Seriously. Wow, you got the words angelica, lavender, and chamomile yesterday. Oh my gosh, you're so in alignment, Shama Maria. Seriously. So you've got somebody that wants the tea on your life. They want to know where you're at, what you're doing, what you're smoking on, what you're drinking on, who you're with. They really want the tea. God has said no. Okay. Whoever this person is that's obsessed with you, they're trying to use this moon to draw you closer to them. Instead of them working on their own toxic emotions, they feel like working on you and your energetic field. Yeah, I just heard some spirits start to talk shit. They thought that doing that was going to be better. So we rebuke, first of all, we're counseling out any negative entities, anything that is low vibrational. We're calling upon Aries to block out anybody trying to create war at this time with us or anyone around us. And we're calling in the protection of the Most High God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, the Ascended Masters. And we're just asking that as this full moon continues to go on, that all of the people that are trying to steal and use this moon to harvest another year's worth of energy and steal from other people, that those people be denied and that they be put in the 10 of Swords. Make sure you guys like this video. We got 15 people watching and 9 likes on the video. We should be getting at least 30 to 50 likes on each video, you guys. For it to get monetized, that's what it needs to be. And I apologize, I keep repeating myself. I have no idea when people come into the chat. Okay, so, well, actually, I know when they come into the chat. I just don't know, like, how many people are watching. I can see how many subscribers and how many likes I have, but that's about it. The energy of 6 is all about physical objects. That's why people think the number 666 is evil, and it's because and the energy of 3 is the number of mastery. 6 is all about physical improvement, feng shui, like money, getting new objects, getting new items, moving to new places. And so that's why, because it's about monetary success and physical objects and physical things in this physical realm. That's why people think that the number 666 is evil. And they associate it with whatever the mark of the beast is. Again, I don't necessarily believe in whatever that is. I don't think that numbers or letters can be evil, to be honest. I think maybe the way we look at them could be correct or incorrect, but yeah, I don't get a bad vibe off of the number 6. So you definitely have somebody that's looking at your monetary success. They want to know how much money you're making. There's somebody that they're not only do they want to take something from you, but they're looking into this stuff for the wrong reason. It's like one thing to be like, oh, collective's doing really good. I'm so proud of them. Wow, they've really come so far. But this person's not saying that. They're like, well, how much money do they have? How much do they have in their savings? How much do they have? What can they give me? There is nothing. You're not going to give this, losers. They're not going to give this person anything, to be honest. You guys, let's get the likes up. We got 21 subscribers watching, 10 likes on the video, Emperor. So you guys, this is the card of Aries. Like the first card that comes out is the Emperor, the card of Aries. Seriously? Okay, so you guys have mastered your emotions, or you're working towards doing so. Again, none of us are perfect. There are still things that will trigger us, you know. But the thing is that this person, they have not done anything to work on their emotional state of well-being. And they continue to project their problems onto other people. So they don't like to look at themselves, even though this person would really benefit from taking all of the energy that they're trying to get information on you with and look into their own lives. But they don't want to do that because their life, you know, they don't want to have to look at why they're a failure. You are overcoming some type of blockage, some type of vindictiveness, some type of loser. Like literally, when you said losers, dead on. You are seriously overcoming somebody that really, really wanted to be a leader. Like that's how they feel inspired. They see you being a leader. This person loves to dig into your self-esteem, self-confidence, and they love to project the evil eye. Like that person, they love to do that. And they don't realize that they're doing this to a boss. The Emperor is a boss, literally. King of Pentacles. This is somebody, like you're showing up Emperor and King of Pentacles. This is you're somebody that literally can make deals with the divine. And I'm not talking about the devil. I'm talking about the divine. Like you can literally, if somebody came to you and asked you to pray for them or pray for their finances, you could pray for them and God would listen to you. You know what I mean? And God would go, okay, well, if you really think that this person deserves it, this other person that we're talking about today, they want back in your good graces. They're never going to get back in your good graces because of what they've already done to you. And what they're planning on doing is stealing from you, harvesting your energy, coming in and forcing you. This person wants to pimp you out for some type of spiritual ability that you have or some type of talent that you possess. They literally want to pimp you out. And they're very devoted to doing this because they feel that you owe them something. I don't think you owe anybody anything. You don't even owe this person an apology because you didn't do anything to them. So we're going to see what's the tea on their life since they want to see what's the tea on your life. Yeah, they know that you've stepped into your masculine power. You are not only receiving from the universe, but yeah, you're cutting cords with toxic ass people. And this person feels like this full moon is a great time to steal your destiny and steal your finances and steal your abundance. If this person had ever had an effect on your financial state of well-being, oh yeah, Allah, check the fucking jinn. I don't want to deal with that today. Fuck no and thank you. Okay, so like literally put them in their place and reverse all these bad curses and hexes and whatever jinn spells and wishes or whatever the fuck it is. Please reverse it back onto the person that's doing it. And for the rest of all eternity, please continue to do that because these people don't ever fucking learn. See, somebody realizes that you're more abundant without them. Yeah, you definitely had to defend yourself, Seven of Wands. You had to literally defend yourself from this person to stay afloat. And I am so sick and tired of this energy because they just keep following you through your life as you continue to stand up for yourself and your ideas and continue to work towards making positive change. This person literally is trying to come in and do some janky shit. They want to know what your ideas are so they can copy you. This is an imposter, okay? This person will never be you. Any man that thinks they can steal the destiny of a woman is fucking delusional. And I think that those people need to be sent to the loony bin. Okay. How are you going to, like, you can't reproduce life. Like, straight up. This person, if they're a masculine energy, they cannot reproduce life. How are they going to take the destiny from somebody who is a mother? Who not only helps her community, you guys are helping your community and you're helping children. Which could be your children. It could be somebody else's children. Either way, you guys are being of benefit, even if you have a pet baby. You know, we consider our animals to be part of our family, like literally. So I feel like this person, they were trying to compete with you for your energy and your resources. They were trying to sacrifice you. This did not work out in their favor. Make sure you guys like the video. This did not work out in their favor. And then tonight, when they go to do this witchcraft, because they've been trying to do it like the last couple of days, I've been real irritated because the moon magic it started and then they keep trying to amp it up. And all it does is make me go harder. It makes me fight more in the spirit. And what that does when you have to fight in the spirit and do spiritual warfare, my prayers annihilate these people. And they think I do some type of witchcraft and all I do is pray and ask God to intervene. Like I have already washed my hands of these weirdos. Shouldn't have nothing to do with them. Yeah, this person is in the 5 of Cups. If they go do this moon magic tonight, they're going to be slapped right upside the head, literally. They're going to be met with many regrets, many setbacks, like a lot of setbacks, like how this person was trying to block your career path and block your goals and block your destiny. Like God needs you to fulfill your destiny. Who is this person to get in your effing way? Like this person could have just gotten dumped or walked away from somebody else. Whose fault is that? You didn't make this person's relationship fail. They married a karmic Jezebel hoe bag, like literally. Whoever this masculine energy is that I'm picking up on, they need to get the fuck on. Seriously, they need to go away. Before you pray to God and cry out and say, God, this is not fair. What they're doing to me is not fair. What they're doing to everybody else is not fair. Please do something about this person. God is like, oh, okay, let me look at it. And then when God sees all of the iniquity in this person, they're going to be put up under judgment. They're going to be losing a lot more than a freaking Jezebel. And that's not even a loss. That's technically, this person's in deep regret because they lost you. Okay. Losing a Jezebel is not a loss. That's a gain. Like you basically can gain your soul if you walk away from Jezebel. It's a Taurus and January, old mama's boy. Sounds like it. Somebody that's real immature. They're in the freaking tower. They're in the tower whether they do this moon magic or not. The fact that it's backfiring and being reversed on them and all these jinns that they were working with, this person's an idiot. Who does that? I mean, literally these jinns, like the devil is a liar. Why do people think that the devil is going to work for them? Because they give it offerings or give it their soul. The devil doesn't work for anybody other than the Most High God. Literally. So this person's in the tower. You know, their troubles will only end after they get rid of someone or something. And what they really need to get rid of is this plan to take take you guys out, or to take love from you, to stop you from gaining resources. You're doing what God has asked you to do, so you will be rewarded. Even if you're in a dry spell, even if you feel doubt towards it, trust me, that's all this person's thought. They are projecting everything that they think and feel should be about the situation onto you. So don't allow them to do that. Hold up a mirror to this person and make them look at themselves, because if you don't do it, somebody else is going to. Might as well be you. Look, you're coming into the 10 of Cups. Either way, you're going to be taken care of. Whether people give to you or not, your bills will be paid. Your financial state of well-being will be taken care of. This person's not stopping anything. In fact, they're causing you to grow. Every time they try to curse you or text you or jinx you or take something from you or trigger you, it ends up blowing back on them. You end up receiving more. 2, you're taking positive steps towards actually living a fulfilled destiny, where this person has no idea why they exist. Like, this person was not created with really divine intention. They were not even supposed to be born, from what I'm hearing. And that means when God says this tribe and this tribe don't breed together because it creates bad seeds, that's what this person is, a bad seed. Somebody should go into the past and slap their mother and slap their father the fuck out and literally castrate them and take their organs out. Not all of them, but just the reproductive ones, so that they can never breed and create somebody like this. And I don't say that lightly. I know that sounds hardcore, but these people, they go right around what Jesus Christ has just done to bring salvation to the world by sending you here. And they go right behind that and they try to cock block that. These people would be better off for everyone involved, alive and dead, if they were never born. And that's the sad truth, literally. Exactly. God is our true parent. The 8 of Wands. These people will be at the crossroads, begging, praying, wishing, whatever the fuck they're doing. Okay. And then we also report this masculine weirdo to Hecate and the crossroads. And we ask that Hecate check this weirdo and not let them get away with any type of energy harvesting. This shit is over. They want to energy harvest and bully and harass somebody. They're going to have to do it to themselves, because they're not getting anything out of the collective. And don't open any doors for this person. This person needs to be put in shackles and bound to the ground, literally, sent to a purgatory that they can't crawl out of. This person has done so much. Now they want all the specific details. I'm not going to give this person any details about your life. Obviously, you are entering into a period where you can trust people, and God is bringing you everything that you need. The Hierophant. See, this person, they did go to some type of secret society and complained on you and said that you're a problem because you have abilities, because they can't get in between your legs anymore. They can't siphon from you. They can't abuse you. Literally, this person is abusive as shit. Like, they're complaining to a Hierophant group because they can no longer abuse you. Like, do you see how that sounds? This Hierophant group knows that you're chosen, and they don't want no parts of this. In fact, they've told this 5 of Cups weirdo to leave you alone, that you are not to be targeted. There are some people that are anointed and you cannot touch them. It doesn't matter what you decide to do. You can't touch them. There was somebody that was assassinated like on Wednesday. Really sad shit. But like, literally, this person has planned something similar to that against you. And it's like, make up your mind. Do you want to be with collective, or do you want to have them unalived? Like, make up your mind. And then if you do want to be with them, that's never going to happen. If you do want to have them unalived, that's never going to happen either. Sorry, but this person's wishes and wants and desires don't mean shit when it comes to God and what God wants. God wants you in the energy of stability, of a foundation, of having clarity, having focus, and moving forward. You know, you can't move forward if you're always having to look behind you because there's somebody from the past trying to stab you in the back. This person is about to be betrayed by everything and everyone. They were told not to do this full moon ritual on you, and they're still going to do it. They're going to try, and they're going to get slammed by Hecate. They're going to get slammed by the Most High God. Then this Hierophant group is going to come for their neck, because this person will cause this entire Hierophant group, false religion, prayer group, whatever the hell this is, cult, coven, Masonic crap, whoever these people are, it will cause them to lose everything. And all of the energy that they've harvested and all of the blessings they thought they got off your back, they will be losing that either way, but they won't be getting anything else. Yeah, they're carrying a 10 of Wands, a major burden, something that they can't really just walk away from, which means this person's life is a continuous battle. Obviously, you're not in it to save them from themselves, basically. This person's extremely self-destructive and caused a lot of crap to happen that was unnecessary burdens. And when you were with this person or around them, you carried their burdens for them. They did not value that. They did not value you. They made fun of you when you were around. They picked on you. They literally would tell people that they were cheating on you with, or whatever this is, that you were like fat and ugly and smelled bad and all of these things that I'm hearing that are lies that this person spread about you. That is another reason why God is saying no. Okay. Whatever they want, no. Defaming your character is not okay. Okay, why is the energy of Bali summoning you now? Ooh, and what awaits for you there? Wow, interesting. Okay, so I'm going to look at that with a different deck. And I'm kind of being called to see. Okay, so I don't think that this is moving to Bali. I feel, Phoenix Empress, that this is taking a trip to Bali. See, there may be somebody that ends up, I want to say that like this is a weird energy. It's not a bad energy. It's actually a really good energy. There's somebody that you might meet in Bali. Let me look and see where Bali is located. Because I really think that you have a divine pair something. Where is Bali located? It's in Asia. Okay, I thought it was by India. An Indonesian island. Oh my gosh, this is the island that I've been obsessed with. Like, if I could go in anywhere in that area, that's where I would want to go, is Bali. Yeah, not traveling to Asia. No, Phoenix Empress, you might want to think about doing that. In fact, the fact that it's an island makes me think that you could possibly take a cruise, which taking a cruise sometimes is actually a lot cheaper than like flying there. So, okay, so first I'm going to use this deck, then I want to use that deck, because I do feel that there's somebody there that you're supposed to meet, but I'm also getting that, you've had a lifetime where you've lived there, and I feel like this lifetime is coming up right now because it's super relevant to where you're going with your spiritual journey. Not like moving, but like where you're headed. There may be not only like geographic energies. You know how there are grids in the planet? Okay. In this other lifetime, you helped heal those grids. I'm also seeing that, you've been a warrior. You've had a lifetime in India as well. So I don't know if you're drawn to both of those places, but if Indonesia, or if Bali is in Indonesia, then it's right around that area. You may want to see if there's like a cruise that takes you to both places, because I do feel like, it would be the feeling of a homecoming for you. Six of Air. Yeah, this is supposed to bring you some type of relief, hope, and moving on. Literally, see how that I was talking about that cruise ship, and that is a boat right there. So literally, and then I see an island and a city on it. So you may find, like, it would be interesting to look at what temples are in Bali, because I think that you used to either live at a temple or you worked at a temple. Let's see which one it is. And I'm pretty sure that it is okay. So the one that I'm being really drawn to, Actually, I'm kind of being drawn to a couple different ones. This is interesting. But there's one that's called Uluwatu Temple, and it's a Hindu temple. Let's click on that. Who does this temple worship? Uluwatu Temple. Who do they worship? Yeah, so this temple is extremely ancient. Why does it not just bring up the answer of who they worship? It's a Hindu temple. Wow, and it's got a great views. Okay, so it's basically a cliffside temple. Yeah, you definitely have had a lifetime living in this temple. You could have been somebody that took care of the temple. Let's see. It's got white sands. Interesting. Okay, I'm kind of getting that Hanuman is a very good energy. Hanuman is a monkey. So this temple, there's a lot of monkeys that visit it, right? But Hanuman is a monkey that basically he's a Hindu god, and he's a monkey god that he carries a bunch of weapons, like he has extra arms, but he fights off curses, hexes, and spells. That's like specifically what he does, is defend. So you may want to look at that temple. It's the Uluwatu Temple. Yes, yeah. India and Indonesia. Watu Temple. I get that when you were in India, you were a woman. When you were in Bali, you were a male energy. It feels like to me that, yeah, this is a place that you could actually go visit. I think that you would remember a lot from it. You may want to look and see when they do like a celebration. Yeah, it's a sacred sea temple. So, and it offers breathtaking views of the ocean. So let's ask. So, wow, yo. It says, the temple, it's a Hindu temple dedicated to Sang Haiwang Widhi Wasa, the supreme god, in his manifestation as Rudra, also known as Lord Rudra or Bhattara Rudra, who represents the god of the elements and all aspects of life in the universe, which I think is very relevant. Like the fact that they're worshiping the supreme god there. This temple serves as a spiritual guardian against evil forces and a site to seek balance between humanity, nature, and the divine. And it says the temple's location is on a cliff overlooking the ocean, which symbolizes harmony between the land, which is Ulu, and the sea, which is Watu. And it's presiding over the elements. So what I'm getting is that you have a lot of elemental energy, a lot of fairy energy supporting you at this time. Says beyond being a place of worship, it's a significant cultural and scenic landmark for both locals and tourists with events like that. That's why I was like, what's the event? The Kekak dance often performed there. So you would definitely want to see that. Okay, that's interesting. Wow. So it's a form of Balinese Hinduism is what they practice there, which I guess is a little bit different than regular Hinduism. So I'm digging it. I do feel that you are a holy person, like very holy person. And I'm kind of feeling like this lifetime that you had around in Bali, it feels like there was a cultural change that was occurring at the time that you had this lifetime. Like it could be that like maybe um Buddhism became like Buddhism started at some point. I think that you were in that temple around the time that Buddhism started. And so as it began to spread, a lot of people moved towards Buddhism, but you helped the people of the island stay balanced in their practice because you like that temple worshiping the supreme god, and you love water bodies. That totally makes sense. Yeah, that temple worshiping the supreme god completely makes sense as to why you didn't switch over to Buddhism, because you already were worshiping the higher power. 10 of earth. Yeah, this lifetime that you had there, you were very, very prosperous, like very prosperous. I'm not getting that you had children. I feel like your life was dedicated to taking care of the temple and serving the people, but that's also what your lifetime this time is about as well. Even though you're not in a temple, well, your body is a temple, but like you're still here to serve the people and to help people come to the creator. Like that is not, there's not, that is such a freaking like it's not a coincidence, but it's such symbology to me that worshiping the supreme god, and then you what you're doing right now is the same exact thing. Like king of air, yeah, you were this masculine energy that was very knowledgeable, objective, and respected. So you have some spiritual gifts that are also coming from this timeline. I feel like psychic, empathic, and intuitive. I'm also getting that you were like this type of holy person that was able to take people's like, it's either bad karma or negative energy. And then, like, let's say that somebody came into the temple with like a tummy ache. You would literally take that tummy ache on, go purge it, and that person would get better. So, like, I don't know what gift to call that, but that's an amazing ability. I'm also hearing that people would come to you to gain wise counsel, because it feels like when Buddhism started that a lot of families were splitting, a lot of people were splitting. Some people were going into Buddhism. 8 of fire, speed, activity, multitasking. Yeah, you did many different things for the community there. That's what I'm wondering. It could be Reiki, it could be alchemy, or could be some type of empathic ability. Because it's one thing to be able to feel the energy of other people's, and it's another one to be able to take that energy and like transmute it and purge. I'm specifically hearing purge. I feel like also when people like they would go to the temple, and when their requests weren't answered, then they would come to you, and it would be like, what am I doing to block myself from basically getting help from the supreme deity? Yeah, ace of water, emotions, relationships, intuition. So in that lifetime, you definitely were masculine energy, but you had a lot of spiritual abilities. And I think that men who have magic and power, that they are extremely powerful. So part of this lifetime, you're accessing these same abilities and the knowledge of the supreme deity. Look at this 9 of water. When people were not getting answered back with their prayers, they would come to you, and then you would be that open divine channel for them to communicate with the supreme deity to get their wishes, dreams, and happiness. I also feel like you would tell stories like parables. You had a lot of very wise stories that I'm like literally getting that the time that you were there was, you had a lot of sacred knowledge about manifestation, about connecting with like the highest self, and about how to heal the body. Ace of earth, abundance, opportunity, resources. You're very resourceful, just like this lifetime. Literally, you would help people. People would like come to you and be like, I want to build a house, but I don't know where to build a house. And you would literally take them to a spot on the island, you would be like, okay, build it right here. Like you knew things about this island on the inside and out. I'm also getting that, you know, there could be like dangerous snakes and stuff on the island. You had some type of animal power. Like it could be an animal totem type thing, or it could just be that animals would never attack you, is what I'm getting. Yeah, there was a lot of times the people that came to you were very overworked, they were very stressed out, and they were very poor. And so it's kind of like you were able to help them bring in worth by helping them find their divine life purpose. Basically, you help bring them worth, new opportunities, and you help them balance that imbalanced energy, because the energy of Bali to me seems like restoration. And so I do feel like you very well could have been using Reiki. I mean, Reiki is a process of alchemy. So let's see what comes out. Yeah, this Two of Air energy, you helped people that were overworked, that could not make a decision on which God they wanted to worship or where they wanted to stay. You would help them find balance. And by worshiping the supreme deity, you basically brought them to the highest point of spirituality that they could go at that time. And you inspired a lot of other people to become holy people. So you do have an ability to break curses and hexes and to help reroute people to where they need to go. I also hear that you would like literally help animals all the time. Yeah, Knight of Fire, you're very confident, passionate, and adventurous. But I feel like, you were a mystic. So when you were a child is when these abilities came forward. So you could have noticed when you were a child in this lifetime. Yeah, so going there it will unlock sacred knowledge within you, and it will unlock whatever is hidden in these grids that I'm seeing on the planet. Yeah, going there like would be really good for you, because I feel like you're going to gain another ability, and there may be somebody that shows you something about life or about how to heal when you're there. Five of Earth. Yeah, that I feel like by you going to that place, you would heal the planet, because people would come to the temple. Just, you see how that angel is inside that temple? You were that angel. People would come to you when they needed assistance, when they were in lack, and when they were worried, they would come to you, and you would literally be of sound advice, telling some people to meditate. I'm getting also that there are things on that island that are very medicinal. So you knew how to work with the local herbs and plants. The Empress. I also feel like you would bless babies that were brand new, like right out of the womb. Because, in other cultures, when a baby's born, it's like a super big celebration. Maybe not in China, but like that's like one of the places where they don't really celebrate that. But yeah, it's still considered a blessing. So besides being like a very beautiful, very probably fun place to go visit, inspirational, charismatic, innovative, literally, that's your energy right there. So yeah, I feel like if you went to go visit there, you would get a lot of downloads. You would really connect with the people there. Because I get that the people there are very hardworking, but they're also, they like to have fun. What is that just tried to fall? The Ace of Air, inspiration, communication, and adjustments, literally. I do feel like you have spiritual energies there that want to help you ascend. Stop falling on the floor, cards. So you may want to put in your in a manifestation jar, write down trip to Bali, because I really feel like if you went to Bali, a lot of things would click for you. Ace of Fire would offer a new opportunity, creativity, and action. I love that energy right there. And then we have the Star. I've always known you're a star messenger, but by going to Bali, you would be reuniting with that part of yourself that is very inspirational, that is very faithful, because again, the supreme deity is the same thing as the most high God. So it's like that path that you were on aligns with this path that you're on now. The 10 of water, family, love, and blessings. Yeah. Getting to see another culture can be so inspirational. Like some people, they'll take trips to like different places all over the world, and they'll get inspired to change their entire life based upon that trip. And then we had the moon that was falling out. So literally, I was feeling that there is some type of soulmate or something there, that you may end up meeting somebody. But what I was hearing is that this person, that's why I wanted to use the twin flame deck also. This person that's in Bali is trying to come to the United States. Like they've lived their entire life there. So there is something that's waiting for you there. It's like you could even get a download from nature and the elements on how to use elemental energy, and how working with the Most High, the source creator, I'm gonna put that deck, basically it brings inspiration, hope, and prosperity. Because it feels to me like the people of Bali, maybe they've always, like, they look at prosperity and abundance in a different way than we do. I'm sure that they do have some type of currency, but they consider love, compassion, and grace, to be some of the highest things. So I just want to do a little check on who this person is. Yeah, it's like you attended people's weddings. Like literally, you went to people's weddings, you blessed them at their weddings, you also blessed them at the birth of their children. So you were very, very well known. And I feel like that part of being like a star, being very well known, that's part of your destiny in this lifetime too. So it's literally like that timeline is aligning with this one. Let's cut the deck. I've got to open the door because it just got like crazy hot here. The temperature in Bali might be very hot. Let's see if we can turn this fan on. So yeah, right in your little manifestation jar, trip to Bali. Okay. Just put it in your mind, because eventually, oh my gosh, I feel so blessed to know you. Seriously, seeing what I'm seeing like is really, really cool. You have the capability in this lifetime to govern a whole group of people, basically, to give them knowledge and to help them see the light. And that's more of what you're going to be gaining when you go back. Okay. Strength. I was literally just thinking strength, power. That is so funny. Literally courage, confidence, inner power. Wow. It's like literally aligning this timeline with that timeline. The Page of Swords. Yeah. I do feel like you will be finding more information out about this lifetime through the dream state. And I do feel like through you doing research about it, you're going to remember some things. It could be just minor details, but those minor details, write them down, because when you actually go there, things are just going to start to click. And I feel like that lifetime you did not get married because you wanted to dedicate your whole life to serving the people of the island. Yeah, you are definitely very much so trying to protect your people from the influence of Buddhism. And I know that sounds like crazy, but at the time, Buddhism was spreading like wildfire, right? And it was going through all of the Hindu nations, to the point where the Hindu people ended up being like, okay, we're going to kick all of these Buddhist people out. Seven of Swords. Okay. Because Buddha was a man, was a human being, was a human man. Okay. The reason that you didn't want to worship Buddhism or help people convert to Buddhism is because it would be like worshiping a human, which sounds kind of weird. Like, I don't even think Jesus is a human. I think that Jesus is like a hybrid extraterrestrial Anunnaki something. And maybe Buddha, Buddha was like the Prince of India. And then he, through his act of compassion, basically, and through his devotion, he inspired many people. But he was not the, like, how do I say it? Buddha is not maybe Buddha is the supreme deity of Buddhism, but that's still about a human being. You were worshiping the Most High God in a holy temple. And that's why you could actually get things to move forward without acts of compassion, just through like requesting things and making the right offering and putting flowers out and showing the Most High God respect. So it's kind of like the same thing in this lifetime. I do feel like the people that wanted to spread Buddhism, they tried to come to your island, but you had people completely, I want to say, devoted to the Most High God and devoted to the original worship. Yeah, these people that were coming, you knew that there was an aspect of trickery to the new religion that was being brought around at that time. You knew that there was an aspect of trickery, that there was a 10 of Wands burden and stress that would come from Buddhism. And again, like, I think there's a sliver of truth in all religions, but where that temple that you were like basically living at, you're already worshiping the highest of the Most High, the creator, source of all beings. To go down to worshiping a human person that ended up passing away from a peanut allergy through food poisoning, like, Buddha is a great inspiration, but when it comes to being devout, the Most High God is obviously going to be more powerful because it's something that's not really human. I mean, it is human, but it's not. It's like, we don't even have words for what God is. But like, literally, people would change their religion, and then they would come to you to get changed back, is what I'm getting. So there are a lot of people that would go into Buddhism thinking that it would be more prosperous because Buddha was so peaceful and compassionate, but it didn't fulfill their needs, wants, and desires, because they weren't going to the Most High God. They were going to, a version of a human person that was no longer alive. Like, when the Buddhism got to your part of the world, Buddha was not alive anymore. So it feels like you were just like literally trying to save people from going down a path that could bring enlightenment, but it won't bring salvation. Does that make sense? And I feel like that whole message is the same thing that you're doing in this lifetime. 4 of Wands, home and reunion, celebrations, wedding, belonging, stability. You are like literally bringing the community together while Buddhism was tearing it apart at that time. And I'm not saying anything negative about Buddhism. We're just looking at history and the difference of perspectives. Okay. I'm sure that there's a lot of positivity in Buddhism. I do believe that compassion is a good thing. And so it's just a little bit different of a mentality from working with the creator source being that fulfills all desires and needs to working with a Buddhist deity that was a human person that had flaws. Because the Buddha, he had a lot of children. A lot. Like, I'm not even kidding. I've read for a lot of people that were children of Buddha. So it's not like he was celibate. I think people think that Buddha was like holier than thou, but he was still a man. He was still a person. 7 of Pentacles. You were helping people gain their harvest, their rewards, results, growth, progress, patience, planning, and focus. And that's why it always worked out. Even if people had switched over to Buddhism, if they wanted to go back into Hinduism, you still helped them because you loved people. And I do feel like, you taught meditation, you taught chakras, you taught about spirituality, which seems like it would not be about religion, but in this case, spirituality aligns more in with Hinduism than anything else, I think. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, you were definitely bringing people when they would go down the wrong path, you would bring them out of this point of negativity. That's still what you're here to do. It's bringing people to the most high God. It's just being creative about how you do it. You also, I'm seeing somebody playing a flute. You liked music. You like to have fun. You loved going to these celebrations, like these weddings. Every time a child was born, it was another blessing to the people. And I do feel like the people of Bali are very close. They're very close. Like people are very close with their neighbors. Queen of Cups, compassion and warmth, healer, intuition, supportive, and healer. You're helping people heal. So if you went back there, I would go to that temple and do a meditation. I don't know how big the island is in total, but I do feel like you could possibly find maybe a cruise to go there. You know what I mean? Or take a flight there and stay. You could stay a couple days in Bali and then go to India for a couple days if you want to, because I know that they're really close to each other. Now, the lifetime that you had in India, you were definitely a Queen of Cups energy. Definitely a Queen of Cups. So didn't read what I've written in the chat. If you want to send me a super chat with your question, then I will answer your question. Okay. So yeah, like I'm really excited for this. It's almost like we have a multiverse with different timelines in it. The timeline that you had in that lifetime is literally aligning with this timeline because your mission is the same. And so I feel like you getting to travel there would really bring things together. And it would also help you to remember, like, literally your past and how your past, how it's like the same exact thing that's happening now, only you have more gifts and abilities now. And you're in the body of a woman, which means that there's a whole nother, like, men, they have gifts and abilities, but they seem to be on one side, one range, I should say. Women, they have gifts and abilities that are on a different range. You're getting to be on the same path and same mission with using more abilities than you had then. But again, you were like a master at manifestation. You would really help people manifest in a wife, a husband, a child. Like you were really somebody that served the community, and so you were very loved, seriously. And I feel like you will be appreciated by the people there if you were to go there. So in your manifestation jar, I would literally write trip to Bali. And then if you ever see those things, and they're usually companies that, like, they want you to like buy a timeshare or watch it, and you don't have to buy the timeshare, but they'll basically offer a free vacation. Keep an eye out, because after you put in your manifestation part, like, jar trip to Bali, you may come across, yeah, it's on your bucket list now, you may come across like a free vacation that you just pay the taxes on it, and then you actually get to go. So I am so excited. You'll have to let me know what your dreams tell you about it, and then if you ever do come across, a free vacation, because seriously, listening to a little, like, 2-hour seminar is completely worth it when it comes to getting a flight or a cruise out there. Like, I'm so excited for you. And it is one place that I've wanted to visit also. I was like, oh, I'm so attracted to it. It's like, definitely, I feel like it's calling you at this time so that you can bring your energy back to activate something that is very ancient, but very, very positive. Okay, so we're going to go back to this situation. This T right here, somebody wants to know how you've become a Queen of Pentacles. Yes, I do. I do really resonate with Bali, and I don't know if I'll ever visit there, but I'm definitely interested in it. And when they asked me on the free vacation thing, where would you go if you could go one place in the world, I literally said Bali, and they were like, "Oh, okay, an island." I'm like, "Yeah, it's not just an island. Like, it's like a magical place, literally." So somebody sees y'all being with the Queen of Pentacles or being the Queen of Pentacles. I think it's ironic because this person that wants the tea on y'all, They're extremely foolish. They did not know that you have all of this experience under your belt, manifesting it for me too. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're awesome. Yeah, that would be like seriously a dream come true. Now that I think of it, I watched this one channel. Oh, the girl on it, her name is Noah. She does trips to Bali, and she like has a whole group of people that can sign up and go with her. What is her freaking show called? She's got a show that's about spiritual reparations, how you can F around and find out. It's a really good show. Seriously. Hmm. It's not coming up when I type it in. Oh, you know what? It might be called the Black Cauldron. Let me see if that's what it is. The Black Cauldron, Noah, YouTube. Bali with Noah at the Black Cauldron. This is it. Embark on a transformative 7-day retreat in Ubud, Bali, where the lush landscapes. So yeah, her show is called The Black Cauldron. So if you like spiritual crime, and learning about how people can F around and find out, like with spiritual situations, you will definitely like it. So I'm going to type it in the chat. It's called The Black Cauldron. And she goes like once a year. And that way you could go with somebody. And her name is Noah. Yeah. Sisters. Oh, I love you too. Thank you, Shell. So somebody sees you in your most prosperous energy, right? And they're feeling like, how did I miss out on this important time with this person? It's like they missed out because they casted somebody away. They're in major regret for doing this. Look at that. This person is up under judgment already. It's like whether they do tonight's ritual or not, they're going to be judged because they've already done too much. This is why you don't want to F around and find out the wrong way that God is real. I think that this person doubted your spirituality. They could have also doubted like the fact that it's almost like this person's in disbelief. They don't know how you've figured out how to master your emotions, and they don't know how you've become this wise counsel to other people with the King of Cups. This person thinks that you're learning from some type of guru, or that, and this is silly, you're actually just learning from the Holy Spirit and from the divine realm. It's not specifically like a guru. It's the fact that you are a guru. You're someone who gives wise advice. You guys could literally be counseling people, or that could be part of your purpose. I feel like this person wants your help so freaking bad, but they would never come off their high horse, and like they would never go against their pride basically to ask you for help. 3 of Cups. They see you popular, getting invited to new places, having like a good harvest, abundance, successful relationships. This person's like, I thought I destroyed them. No, they did not. In fact, this person's ridiculous. They're really tuning into what you do for a living, to how you're helping this planet. And again, it doesn't have to be what you're doing for a day job. This could literally be a side quest. This could be, this could literally be like you starting a Reiki business, or you doing something with healing or shamanism, or helping other people understand their palms and their future. That type of energy. See, you still hold the energy of the Empress and the Emperor, which means in both polarities of masculine and feminine. And you don't have to assign a gender to tarot. We hold both masculine and feminine energies within us. You have made a very good balance here that is helping you access both masculine parts of your abilities and feminine, which is really good because it's integrating both energies within yourself. Somebody sees you as like seriously being inspirational to other people. And I feel like when you were around this person from the past, you didn't have that. You didn't have anybody being inspirational to you. You always had to be like the cheerleader for yourself and for this person. And since they've lost you as a cheerleader, they are having a major fall. Like this person's being judged because they tried to get your financial um, stability cut off. They literally were going to a hierophant group saying, what can I do? Money spells. See, this person was such a mooch when you were around them. They were living off of you in some type of way. Now that you're not around them, they feel like the only answer to their financial problems is to come back in and live off of you. And if you were to even engage in 1 second with this individual, your money would start to go bad. So that's why God is keeping this person away from you specifically. You're getting justice, literally. And this doesn't have to be the justice system, but it could be. If this person's done anything illegal in your name, if they've inspired anybody else to do witchcraft on you, whatever this is, this person's going down for that. They should have just like literally let you go and not tried to focus on you being the salvation to their financial issues, the devil. I mean, how you can't fix this person's devilish problems. The fact that they keep going to the devil to get work done on you, you can't help somebody like that. They would take your energy and go straight to the devil. And I'm not really talking about like a Lucifer or whatever, but this person could be working with a deity that is very low vibrational, something that's got this person in the 5 of Pentacles. And this person, this is why I feel like you used to pay this person's rent, or they used to live with you for free or something, or they never contributed anything. This person now is living with the fact that they don't contribute anything to anybody. They're very selfish when it comes to money. This person is like super, super scarcity mindset. Yeah, literally. This person wants to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, who you're doing it with, and that's just not their business. God is like not releasing any information to this person about you. In fact, whoever they go to get readings done is misleading them. It's giving them incorrect advice on where to go. Especially, and this is why this person has not reached out to you. They feel like right now, if they reached out to you, you would not be open to them. I completely agree with that. Yeah, you're in your wish fulfillment era. Remember when I was like, Allah, check the jinn? Because this person was going to some type of evil genie. And I hate to say that because I don't want to think things are evil. But this person was working with some type of diabolical energy, an entity that now wants this person's head because it's gotten them in trouble. Like it was okay for this person to come for other people, but when they came for you, God was like, okay, enough. Like I've watched you sin time and time again and come for people that didn't send for you and all this stuff. This is what God's saying to this person. Like I've watched you come for people time and time again, and I didn't stop you. I didn't intervene. I didn't cause trauma in your life, but coming for my child is a different thing. Like with this person, when they came for sinners, I guess God allowed whatever to happen. But when this person tried to bring this poverty into your life, it was rebuked. Like when I say this devil jinn is pissed, it's like, you never told me that that person was chosen and anointed and a part of God. And this person's like, they're not chosen and anointed and a part of God. And this devil energy is like, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. I can't do shit to them. I can't do anything. In fact, I have whatever you wanted me to do to them, I have to do to you now. Ace of Swords, because they are protected by God. You see that magical hand coming out with a cloud right there? Like that is literally, yeah, he will get over it. That is God protecting you guys. Like seriously, and protecting your wish fulfillment. So as bad as this person wants to come into your life, they don't have an avenue and they don't have anything to offer. You are over here gaining a 10 of Pentacles, which is a good community. It's support, family members, like friends, material success, real estate, investment. You're single, self-sufficient. Even if you're not totally single and you are with somebody, you still can stand on your own 2 feet. This person cannot. They're trying to stand on their own 2 feet, but they need you. That's crazy. This is somebody that bites the hand that feeds them. Like literally. I think that this person They want to know more about your life because they feel like it's unfair or unjust that you're in your wheel of fortune, that you're actually in your destiny and you're fulfilling what God has said for you. They feel like that's unfair. And they feel like God didn't give them anything. God did give them stuff. They just didn't use it and they abused it. And so it's like, you know, if you're fulfilling your destiny, you're untouchable. And this person doesn't understand that witchcraft is not shit. It's some of the most lowest vibrational, weakest crap ever. And it only works on people that are not aware of it and people who are asleep in the matrix. So for them to think that they're going to actually victimize you with this crap is ridiculous, because God is 100% more powerful than whatever this devil thing can do. Knight of Wands. This is the energy of that person. They have never, like, seriously, since you've met them, they have never been anything more than a Knight of Wands. Somebody that's always in a rush, that has a lot of nervous energy. And, you know, they're good at starting things, but they don't finish projects. They don't, like, I was about to say product. They could be trying to sell some type of product and it's not working out for them. They made some really bad, poor business investments. I don't think that you can save this person from their bad business investments and their bad love investments. They were definitely connected to some type of karmic. Yeah. When I say you are loved, look at that overflowing cup of love coming from God and the Holy Spirit. You are beyond loved. Okay. And you're going to get some type of notification from this person that they've either fallen or that they want an avenue back in. I don't know if they're going to directly message you, but they may like have a family member or a friend of theirs message you. If anybody messages you talking about this person, I would ignore it. Don't even reply back to it. Don't give this person any of your energy. What they want is your Ace of Pentacles. Again, this person wants something that comes from God. You cannot steal from the Most High God. It's not going to happen. They want your sunshine. This person is a whole ass vampire, yet they want to come cuddle with the sun. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. They literally want they want this fame and public recognition to come to them. And not only that, they want to steal that from you, block you from it, and take that from you. They want to put your lights out. If they could like seriously darken the sun, this person would. That's why they're you can't take them seriously. Yeah, they cannot be taken serious. I mean, if you're in your alignment with your destiny and your fate, which means that you are going to be world renowned. You're going to be well known. You will be famous and victorious. This person can't do anything about that. They're going to be up under this moon right now tonight in this sacrificial energy, trying to sacrifice you for money. Okay. God is literally going to whoop this person's ass. They're going to be up under this moon trying to use the energy of Pisces to sacrifice. It's a no. You have Archangel Michael that is defending you, and not only defending you, but defending your God-given talents and abilities. This person, I seriously think that they're going to do this ritual tonight. They're going to find out that they're going to think that this ritual went through, and then they're going to find out later on that it did not go through. Like, seriously, when they don't get the energy from you, when they're not able to harvest off of you for another year, they're going to find out that this ritual did not work. And that if, it was only, all suffering is only temporary, even though that sounds bad, but thank God it's only temporary, first of all. And second of all, even though it could be bad, it still is a temporary thing. This person being able to spy on you or remote view you and find out what your tea is, that is a thing of the past. If I were this person, I would repent and not do any more magic for the rest of this lifetime. That's how this person could get out of the hole. If they stop this moon magic, they stop trying to, you cannot be a man and try to destiny swap with a woman. Stop it with that. You can't even be a man and destiny swap with another man. So how are you going to do it to a whole woman? Like, make it make sense. But seriously, this person hates that you're a divine being. Like, they're like, how come I didn't know they were a divine being? Well, because you didn't pay attention to this person like that. This person never boosted you up. They always tried to break you down. And not only that, they've involved other people. Like, this person has done ultimate betrayal to you. Like, when I say that they have like doxed you or brought your information to a Hierophant group, they really were getting a Hierophant group to think that you were an easy target, that you could be sacrificed. Come to find out, you are protected by the Most High God, unsacrificable. Literally, you have a soul tribe, a community, and a collaboration that's supporting you and backing you. Like, the people around you are not going to let you fall. And again, this person, they think that you're weak-minded and weak-spirited and desperate, but you're not. You guys are not desperate for some karmic energy that has nothing to offer. Why would anybody want that? This person never had anything to offer. Yeah, they just want to know what you're focused on, what your goal is, what you're planning on, what you're moving towards. Literally, they want to know what your dreams are for the future so that they can fulfill those dreams. Like, so weird, man. And this person could have been showing up in your dreams over the past few weeks like a weirdo. I seriously think that you kicked this person out of the dream state. And you could have been like, do not come back in my energy again. You are not welcome. If this person needs to understand, if they're not welcome in the waking life, they're not going to be welcomed in the dream state. This person could have tried to astral project to you and got trapped in some type of portal. This is why you don't open. If you can't close a portal, don't open one. Like, literally, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands to the Two of Wands. Yeah, this person wants to know how you're overcoming these obstacles, how you've managed to stay out of poverty, how you've managed to stay out of lack, and how you've managed to stay in the limelight. They want to know exactly what you're doing. Like, you would give away your magical recipe. And like, literally, all I get that you guys do is pray. Maybe you burn a candle and pray, like, or maybe you just like pray Psalms. I don't get that you're doing any type of magical ritual per se to become famous and successful. That's something that God is doing. All you're doing is doing what God has told you to do, and you're being obedient. This is what it looks like when you're obedient. You get to fulfill your greatest wishes, you know? He should have known that he's never been in any of your dreams 30 years. Literally, you like whoop this person's ass, man. And again, it was naive of them to think that they can just, I mean, who sits around trying to astral project? And this is why this person is having so many problems. They're doing a bunch of stupid shit that's really not possible unless you're some type of like, unless maybe you're living in Haiti where it's very magical and they practice that type of thing. But this person, they're attached to a Hierophant group, some Masonic cult. They're in the energy of the wounded healer, and they thought that they were going to be able to permanently wound you forever. And then that way you would go back to them. You would never take this person back. Yeah, you got an Ace of Wands. Anything is possible at this time. Good projects. This is a good time to start a new project, to complete a project, and to fulfill something. All of this competition this person was bringing up against you with this Five of Wands is being put down. These people are being put down. And it's not you that's putting them down. Like, yes, your prayers are working, but this devil energy is about to betray this person, and they're going to be breadcrumbed forever. I really do feel like this person brought your energy, okay, to the police to have the police spy on you, because if they can't have you, no one can. That's how this person thinks. Okay, the police obviously see that you're a divine being, and they're not going to mess with you. But it was definitely this weirdo from the past. Yeah, you're meant to be world renowned. Like I said, that's part of your destiny. This person could have been working with a Queen of Wands, a witch, to spy on you, and it feels like this Queen of Wands has done more illegal things against you than this other person, than this Knight of Wands. But they're not a good pair for each other. They're actually breaking up. That's why this person wants to come back. And then this Queen of Wands is obsessed with your energy. They want to come back. They're going to try to come back as some type of false twin flame. Yeah. Like, they're literally a false flame. This person also tried to have you judged by a King of Swords. All of this stuff is being returned back to sender. And this person's going to have to answer to why they lied about you. First of all, saying that you're somebody that's easy to take down and you're worthless and all this crap that they said. How could somebody say these things about you and then turn around and want you back? Like, that's insane. You know, after everything they said, people are looking at this person like they're crazy, because they're like, isn't that the person you said smelled bad, was ugly and fat and all this nonsense? well, yeah, this person said a bunch of shit, but you know, they were talking out of the side of their neck. They didn't think it would come back on them, but it is, because you don't talk about a child of God like this. You shouldn't talk about anybody like that. The fact that this person brought your energy to a Hierophant group, they're going to really suffer for that. This Hierophant group is going to sacrifice them, because again, when they start to lose items, material items, literally support, all of that, respect, they're going to be like, what the hell happened? And this person is going to be like, oh, I guess that person is protected by God. That's the worst thing that this Hierophant group could ever come across, is somebody protected by God. Because literally it means that they're powerless. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. We're going to clear that heavy energy out. Make sure that you work with meditation, and you can call in Athena. You can call in the Most High God. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Know that you are protected for this full moon. Like, you guys are so covered. You don't have to really do anything other than just stay in the upright. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. God bless you guys. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Please like this video, tap that notification bell, and make sure you are subscribed. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm giving you air hugs. I believe in you. Go do something positive. Go do something that you love. Okay. And I'll see you in the next reading. Peace be with you. Have a good day, you guys. Bye.